Okay, so the story of Tartuffe was written by Moliere, and the genre is comedy, so it has a positive ending. Um, the main theme is hypocrisy and how Tartuffe was a hypocrite in the story. An interesting fact is how really, um, what I found interesting is that nobody was really convinced in the beginning of the story that he was an imposter or a con artist or a hypocrite. Um, he was first known as a holy man um, before he was known as an imposter or a con artist. So, a character in the story, Argon, took him into his home, and Argon became obsessed with him, and he always talked about him more than his wife. Um, the brother-in-law, Cleante, um, tries to talk to Oregon about Tartuffe and how that he thinks that he's a hypocrite. That Oregon doesn't listen, and he continues to praise Tartuffe. Um, so then Oregon wants to hand over his house to Tartuffe, and he says that he has to marry Marianne, which is Marianne was in love with another character, Valere. But when she found out she had to marry Tartuffe in order to get the house, she was shocked. Um, and Valere, when he heard the news, he was upset for he was upset at Marianne for giving consent to the marriage. And another character, Doreen, wants to expose Tartuffe for his hypocrisy. Um, Tartuffe then professes his love to Elmire, which is Orgon's wife. So Tartuffe wants to confess his love to Elmire, Orgon's wife, as he's living in their house, which makes him a hypocrite. Um, and then another character, Damis, tries to tell Orgon because he overheard their conversation. And Orgon doesn't listen, and he continues to disown Damis. Um, and Orgon wants to make Tartuffe their son-in-law. And then, so towards the end, Orgon is finally convinced of Tartuffe's hypocrisy, and he throws him out while Tartuffe is still the owner of the house. But the king is also convinced of Tartuffe's hypocrisy and orders Tartuffe be arrested for his crimes, and Orgon eventually gets his property back. And that's the end.